So guys, it is Monday, the February 22nd at around 6:30 p.m. Today I uploaded the first episode of This Week at Southard Knives. So hopefully some of you guys are watching that or have watched that. If not, go back, watch it. At least tells you kind of what the project I'm doing here is. So I spent a lot of time today working on that. My intention was to edit that this weekend, and it didn't end up happening. So that happened today. This morning took a lot longer than I had thought it would. That's okay though. A lot of that has to do with my lack of knowledge in editing. I used to do a lot of video editing, but that was many years ago. It's a very different thing now. So hopefully you guys enjoyed that, and I'm sure that this week's will go much faster. So today I spent a lot of time working on some refurbs. Still working on one right now. I've got in my shop right now one of the first two knives that I ever made. Actually, I've got both of the first two knives I ever sold in the shop right now. The other one is back in my safe right now. But I'm doing a refurb right now on one of them. Really need to do the other one as well. Kelly, I'm sorry. I will get that done. Yeah, had that one a long time. This one I've had a long time as well. So I've just done a full refurb on it, finishing cleaning it up. I'm doing a fresh hand rub on the blade. I gotta say, it's weird seeing a knife I made 8 years ago now. The quality and the level of work I did then would never, ever, nothing like it would ever leave my shop similar to it today. Which is exactly why this refurb is more than a refurb. I'm completely rebuilding this knife, using all the original parts, but I don't want to. So I don't want to take away from what the original knife was, or try to replace everything on it. So that's certainly not going to happen. But I'm doing everything I can to bring it up to all the modern specs I can do. So I can guarantee one thing: it may not look like my current work, because my current work is significantly cleaner. My designs are cleaner. Everything is refined on my current work. But this knife will function just like everything I make today. It will work. It will cut. It will have the fit and finish. I should say it will have the fit. It may not have the finish, again, because of the unrefined qualities of the work I was doing then. But it will certainly have the finish, or the fit. It will function. It will walk and talk, as they say, exactly like my new ones do. So that's what I've been working on a little bit today. You're going to see a little bit of footage here from me hand rubbing that blade. And I've got another knife right here I'm also doing the same thing on. I guess I can just show you guys my workbench at the moment. So I've got this trot knife here that I've been working on. Just giving it a bit of a refresher. The new owner just got a hold of it, and he wanted to clean up some damage that had been done to it by the previous owner. Previous owner had actually used and carried it, which is awesome. Makes my day. But he wanted to refurb it, give it a little fresh look, so we're going to end up retumbling this blade, cleaning up some scratches and that sort of thing. And then this is the various parts of that tozer. Of course, I got camera equipment everywhere, but it's parts of that tozer that I'm reworking. Like I said, it's a very different knife than what I make today, but it's getting there. We're nearly done with it. I've got to reblast some parts and refinish them all, but we're getting there. So that's what an 8-year-old knife looks like. This one's about 3 years old, I think. Got an old Dauntless here I need to do this week as well, and a new knife that was supposed to make a TKI but didn't quite get done in time. Trying to finish up that one. Got to make the pocket clip and finish up the pivot for it. So things I try to do every day is spend a few minutes fixing or solving some problem I've had in the shop in a more efficient manner, or just making it more convenient to get the job I'm trying to do done. Yesterday, I started trying to spend some time doing or solving a problem that's been driving me nuts since I got my CNC machine. And you can even see I've got this cardboard here, but you can see all around the machine here, this machine leaks coolant like crazy. Not large quantities, just little drops at a time, but when you're running the machine, it adds up to be an enormous amount of coolant over time. So I actually spent quite a bit of time yesterday trying to patch up some of those leaks. I ended up taking this whole panel off, redoing some of the sealant and caulking inside to seal up some more of the gaps and little areas where coolant had just been dripping down. But that was yesterday's project. I actually haven't even turned the CNC on yet today, so I don't know how it worked. We'll see. This has kind of been an ongoing process with slowly patching this machine up. But that's what happens with a 25-year-old machine. Things move, things shift, plastic ages and sags and does all sorts of crazy things. So, still working on that. But what I'm going to work on today is I've got this extension cord that I've hung from the ceiling because I wanted some power to drop to the bench that this camera is actually sitting on. But the place we hung it is in the way. I hit my head on it all the time. It's not convenient. No, I should say it is convenient, but it's annoying because I hit my head on it all the time and other people hit their heads on it all the time. And while I'm at that, there's this small cable that I run to my laptop, or to my CAD computer basically, that comes from the CNC. I don't remember exactly what this cable is called. It's something that converts from this to a USB for my computer. It runs right through all that coolant that always drips there. Now it's a nicely sealed cable and all that, but I've got a lot of it. I've got 50 or 60 feet of that cable. And it's kind of a custom-made cable, so I can't just replace it or get a shorter one that's less ridiculous. So what I'm actually going to do is route it along the ceiling as well and drop it right down with the power cord, because I'm always uploading from my laptop right here at this desk or this work station. So by doing that, I will eliminate two things. For one, I occasionally will trip on this cable as it's running across the floor, which can potentially damage my laptop, can potentially damage the cable, can potentially damage the CNC, and can potentially damage the part if I'm doing what's called drip CNC, which is when I am running my CNC off of my computer. This has a remarkably small memory, whereas a laptop has nearly endless. I can basically run around 5,000 lines of code, which isn't that much. It adds up very quickly with some of the complex 3D machine parts. So that's today's project. are gonna do some blade grinding. Crikey, it's a bat! Sometimes you come in late into your shop at night and you find a bat flying around. Not really, it's never happened before. I opened the garage door so that I can try to let it fly out, but I hear it rustling around over here, so let's see if we can spot it. Oh yeah, there he is, guys. See if I can get the light to where you see him. Well, I don't think it's going to focus this close, but that's a little bat right there. So holding the flashlight with my mouth, but he is still in there, so. Oh, I lost him in the night. Well, hopefully none of that scared him too badly and he'll be fine and continuing to eat the bugs around my shop.